Fact checkers have been working overtime since Donald Trump became president. One of the most famous is the Washington Post fact checker, which awards 1, 2, 3, 4 Pinocchios depending on the severity of the lie. That wasn't enough for them with a serial liar like Donald Trump. Guys, why didn't y'all have my Trump Lies Matter stinger? What's going on? I need y'all to wake up in the control room. What the hell? That's why we created the damn thing. Okay, so no, find it right now. So they created a new category called bottomless Pinocchios for the same lie being repeated at least 20 times. All right, folks, back to our Roland Unfiltered video in just one moment. MarijuanaStock.org. Now, look, I'm going to tell you why. As we transition to the holiday season, this is the time when we start thinking about giving and sharing, not puff, puff, pass, pass. Now, sometimes the best gift that you can give someone is an opportunity that could potentially change their lives. That's why our friends at Transatlantic Real Estate have created an investment opportunity for the everyday investor. It involves legal marijuana and crowdfunding. Let me say that, legal marijuana and crowdfunding. Now, we all know that legal marijuana has created one of the fastest growing industries in this country, multi-billion-dollar industry. We also know that crowdfunding makes it easy to be an early investor of an opportunity. Now, but it gets even better. Transatlantic Real Estate is different. They have a business model that is very simple. They buy land that supports marijuana grow operations and lease it to licensed, high-paying tenants. Once you understand that, you are investing in the landlord of a licensed marijuana farm in a high-growth market. Now, for a limited time, you can invest as little as $300 up to $10,000 before the company goes public. Now, here's some more good news. They have recently extended the offer, which means you still have time if you take action now. Now, keep in mind, you must complete and confirm your application to participate, so be sure to complete the process. Don't spend all your holiday money and end up with empty pockets. Instead, get a return on your investment. You can also consider making an investment for someone special. How's that for a holiday gift? To get started, go to marijuanastock.org. That's marijuanastock.org for you to get in the game. Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video. Now, of course, y'all know I use the hashtag Trump Lives Matter. Can y'all press play? Thank you. I'm glad we woke up in the control room. Let me see if they still awake. Play it again. Play it again. Goodness. I'm like, are we asleep? Play it again. Come on, play it again. Just want to make sure they're awake in the control room. All right, y'all. And so this bottomless Pinocchios, of course, the Trump's tax cut was the biggest in history. We know that's a damn lie. He repeated 123 times. The U.S. economy has never been stronger. Repeated 99 times. Big-ass lie. Trump claimed the United States has started building the wall. Big-ass lie. He repeated that lie 86 times, and there are 14 in total. And Trump is the only person to have the honor of even one. I could go on, but there's so many damn lies. And I'm just going to go ahead and stop. We're going to go to our panel here. So first, let's deal with Cohen. Trump got a serious problem. He can sit here, Eugene, and dance all day. I love the one over the weekend. Oh, this cleared me.
Yeah. That's a lie.
Yeah. Right there. That's a damn lie.
I'm going to give you a hot take here. I don't think Trump finishes 2019 as president. At this point, his only way out is a pardon from President Pence. That is the only way he survives any type of indictment or future indictment. I am also of the belief that the U.S. attorneys in Southern District of New York may be given clearance to actually indict him. I think that's what this is building up to. Individual one, may actually see an indictment.
What gets me, Michael, is this, all the people say, oh no, a president can't be indicted. No. There's absolutely nothing in the United States Constitution that says a president cannot face a criminal indictment. That is a memo. Yep. That is a memo written in the Department of Justice that has never been challenged in the courts. So this idea that a president somehow is above the law, or he was too busy if he gets indicted. So you're trying to explain to me that everybody in our government, below president, meaning vice president, cabinet members, Supreme Court justices, members of the House, the Senate, governors, state reps, state senators, all mayors, commissioners, county judges, everybody else in America could get indicted for criminal activity but one person.
And one of the loopholes in that particular letter has to do with in furtherance of getting that office in the first place. So there could already be an out relative to that particular policy that the reason the alleged crime has to do with how you got the office. What to me will change the whole dynamic of this whole situation, because clearly we know number 45 will say anything, including that these past filings cleared him, which of course they didn't, is if any of these family members are indicted.
I think that's the
If that occurs, I think that changes the whole
I agree with you
dynamic.
100%. He's definitely protecting Ivanka or Don Jr., Eric over the presidency. Or both, or all the above, over the presidency, 110%. And I think, one more time, the only thing that protects him is once he gives them a pardon to protect them, only thing that protects him is a pardon from President Pence.
Yeah.
I would say that one more tidbit. I think it's why Nick Ayers didn't take the job.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. Nick Ayers like, J-Dog, I'm going to go back to Georgia.
But Nick Ayers he said, I can do this for 3 months. He said, I can do this for 3 months.
Right. Who the hell would agree to that? Avis, what really cracks me up also is when I look at all these people who are just making excuses for him. And the Fox News people are the absolute hilarious. And I love this one here, like, same thing happened under Obama. Okay. Let me just be real clear. Let me just be real clear.
What was that, Pinocchio?
Let me be real clear.
Play it again.
Obama didn't have no side pieces. Okay. The campaign violations on the Obama campaign was because, like, 48 hours went by and then they didn't properly report or something like that. You ain't have no porn freaks walking around saying, I'm going to talk unless y'all pay me. Okay? So I love how they kept saying, oh, it's the same exact thing.
Well,
no, it's not, Avis.
No.
It's not close to the same thing.
No, it's not close to the same thing. But you have to keep in mind, they're probably trying to get a job in the Trump administration. That's where he gets all his cronies from Fox News. We're about to have someone from Fox News in the damn UN. Okay? So, they will say anything to be in the good graces of this presidency. And the bottom line is that he probably needs them, because who else would want to work for them if they want to have a career after he goes to jail or wherever he goes off to at the end of his administration?
You know what did happen under Obama? The major Trump supporter Dinesh D'Souza actually caught an FEC case.
Oh, yeah.
In which he was convicted, in which he was given a pardon by President Trump.
Mm-hmm.
I love this one here. So you got Senator Orrin Hatch of Utah, okay, who sits on the Senate Judiciary Committee. When asked about this, he went, I don't care.
He's honest.
So what? We can just go ahead and just break laws, commit wrongdoing. And then I thought they were the law and order party.
No, they're not the law and order party, number one. Number two, there's also been some reporting that suggests that a number of Republicans, quite frankly, have been bought and paid for by the Russians, okay? It's not just the Trump campaign.
Dana Rohrabacher?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's not just the Trump campaign that has been compromised. It is Republicans that are all throughout the governmental system. So, of course, they want to protect him, because when that domino falls, guess what the other dominoes will lead to? And so they are all colluding. They are all colluding in protection of this one person who we know has sold out the United States government to a hostile interest, because they too have sold themselves out.
Then you also got the Russian agent. She's going to plead guilty for trying to use the NRA.
She's about to sing.
I mean, I'm just saying.
She's about to sing.
What's up with y'all? Got the NRA over here, got a little Russian side piece. You got Trump over here, with his two side pieces.
I can tell you ain't gonna Moscow check.
You got all these folks who are cutting checks, and Trump directing. Trump sitting here directing Cohen, and of course not today. He just went ballistic with more of his tweets. And I'm just sitting here and see this one also. I love this one here. Mueller hasn't shown us anything.
Individual one, sir.
Let me help y'all out. because he ain't done. I mean, first of all, he doesn't show you, here's my beginning report, here's my 30% in report. No, you kind of have to actually wait for it. And so it just, the dancing to me is amazing.
Yeah.
The dancing of how they are making up stuff and like it's no big deal, and they're just getting gut checked.
The thing is, this individual one has a lot to worry about. I mean, he's been named multiple
Individual
times.
one.
Individual one. Not two, not three. Individual one. Who would go on to be elected president of the United States?
Let's see. How many people hold that position at one time?
Bingo.
Which is why it's called individual one.
Yep. And so, I mean, he's been named in at least 2 indictments now. Probably more. I'm pretty sure it's going to be more, as the sentencing papers for Manafort and Cohen are further filed later this week. But it's going to be interesting. I mean, he's pretty much an unindicted conspirator at this point. I mean, literally been somewhat named the ringleader. I mean, Cohen said, listen, I did all this because Donald told me to do it.
Absolutely. He's tired. He's finished carrying his water for him. But what I'm looking for is the smocking gun. Where is the smocking gun?
Oh, my God. Oh, my. I mean,
First of all, what is a smocking gun?
yes, what is a smocking gun? Look, I can't even.
New me.
I can't even.
That's a new gun. That's a new age.
I can't.
The new
Look,
outfit.
You don't get smoked. You
Smocking
get smocked.
gun.
first of all, this has to be the most illiterate president.
Oh
we've
my
ever
God,
had.
yes.
Yeah.
I
There's
mean,
literally no qualification to run for president anymore.
Hooked on phonics is a beautiful thing.
I understand why Michael Avenatti thought he had a shot.
I mean,
I understand. I believe.
but the iPhone got spell check.
It does. It does.
I mean,
but if you
got
start smocking enough, it'll automatically change it for you.
iPhone got autocorrect.
Listen, people have figured out the ducking. If you can figure out ducking, you can figure out smocking.
But if you hear that their messaging is, and the Republicans' messaging is, obviously they stick with this whole no collusion, which obviously isn't even a legal term. But it's okay that you cheated to win, but we don't care about that as long as there's no collusion.
Right. But then you got Alan Dershowitz, who's sitting there going, like, for instance, how he wants to make everything a legal argument. Okay, first and foremost, impeachment is not a legal
Political.
definition. It's political. I mean, the Constitution does not spell out what qualifies under impeachment. It's literally what the House and the Senate decides what it is.
Well, I think it's interesting because, it literally implies any crime. Literally, high crimes
And misdemeanors.
And, well,
Right.
if it's not a felony,
High crimes
it's
and
a
misdemeanors,
misdemeanor.
which means, y'all, murder or jaywalking.
Literally.
Felonies are somewhere in there.
That's true.
That's a high crime.
That's a high crime.
Jaywalking, misdemeanor. Meaning we could boot your ass for high crimes and misdemeanors.
But let's talk about the quality of people that are defending Trump. Alan Dershowitz. I mean, Alan Dershowitz, we just Jeffrey Epstein's
Was
attorney.
at the Jeffrey
Epstein party. You got a girl 16
And he
at
just
a
said,
time.
all I got was a massage.
She said, no. So these are the type of people that are defending Trump.
Yeah, birds of a